Really relieved. It was such an important game for us, losing Matt Wilm. He's such a critical part of what we do. We don't have a lot of numbers, don't have a lot of guys, and we're down to 8. Lou Stallworth hadn't played. Hooper hadn't been playing, marginal minutes, and those guys played 32 minutes for us tonight, which were really big, and hopefully they gained a little confidence in doing it. The fact that we're limited, we're having to change defenses a lot, and guys have got 2 fouls. If they pick up a 4th foul, and we want to play them in situations where you normally sit them, we're having to go to different defenses from time to time. I think Middle Tennessee did a great job of recognizing that, and guy's a hell of a coach. It's the first time I think we've given up. Is it 70 this year?
75.
I thought we gave up 70. Wasn't the score 83 to 70?
Well, it's the first time that a team has scored 75 on them.
Oh, on them? Well, we gave up 70 ourselves, but we made every shot. I mean, how about just taking one of those threes off the board and giving it to us over at Western Kentucky, or one of those free throws over at Western Kentucky or at Marshall, and we couldn't do it. Really proud of Vince that he spent an inordinate amount of time working on these free throws, and he's been 21 for 25 the last 2 games. Very, very important. All of our guys stepped up with confidence. The ball really moved tonight, inside and out. And off of penetrations, kicks, they didn't feel like it was a reward just because they were penetrating. They dumped it. Vince had a big one late on the baseline to Cedric Lang in the middle of the floor. We had another one with Julian on a drive and kicking to, or Cedric on a drive and kicking to C.J. Cooper for a big 3 late when they'd cut it to 6. But just overall, a bunch of guys that were playing for each other, played really hard, and we played a very, very good defensive club, and it looks better than it probably is because we made every shot tonight. It was just one of those nights, and Kermit's a friend. I hate that he had to watch it because I don't ever remember having a team shoot it like that, ever. But, maybe it'll give our guys a little bit of confidence.
Coach, you guys are outscored 34-20 in the thing. How much more important is free throws and then hitting those having those shots fall, without Matt having been there as a defense?
Well, the 34-20 in the paint, you got to understand that we shot 34 free throws. We were in the paint all night long, but we didn't score. They don't give you those when you go to the free throw line and make the free throws. So that's really, we were in there probably as much as they were all night long. And I'm sorry, what was the tail end of your question?
How is it important? You guys let up 34 points, but how important is making those free throws and 3-pointers without having a defensive presence?
Yeah, it was absolutely huge, and a lot of these drives have been contested with Matt in there on the back line, and we've got to do a better job of guarding the dribble. I thought they drove us at will tonight from every spot. Some really tough matchups. They're 6'7" guys, Upshaw and Harris that are terrific, and Buford, and we've got 6'11", 6'10", 250 trying to guard down in size to the dribble, and it's a difficult task. So our collective defense has got to be better, but I think we played a good team tonight, and feel very, very fortunate to have gotten out with a win.
How does the team replicate the success they had behind the 3-point line in the next game?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, really? I mean, I don't know. You try to, you take the same shots against Western Kentucky, you take the same shots tonight, and we had the warm fuzzies tonight, so they went in. They wasn't so warm and fuzzy over at Western. They didn't go in. I thought they tried to guard us tonight just like Western did. This team had not given up 75 all year long. We made some shots tonight, But who knows?
Happy with the guard play, improvement of the guard play too?
Well, we were. We had 10 turnovers tonight, and C.J. Cooper had 5 assists, 1 turnover. It's a great line. We had 3 assists, 1 turnover from Vince. That's a positive line, in addition to everything else that he does for us. I just thought he was terrific tonight. I thought he played really, really well. He'd like to have had a few more rebounds. He normally does, but we had to protect him over and over again, and with our foul situation, just trying to get through the end of the game with our limited numbers up front now.
Is it just like a mental thing with Vince trying to play through those fouls? Is it more of a mental thing with him?
No, you know, he's an active player. He's challenging shots. You know, he's filling on drives. He's you know, an incredibly active player, and so you do that, you're going to be involved in situations. But I thought he played really smart down the line, and Cedric was great. 20 minutes, 10 boards. You know, I thought he really played terrific. Julian Washburn, that's as good as he's been in a long time. And he was absolutely terrific offensively. So a lot of positive things tonight.
This whole game getting up at least 70 on defense, is that, you know, concern? Is that
Well,
changing-
like I
the
said,
changing-
we're
the
like,
changing of defense
yeah, it's
getting
like I
started
said,
at
you
all?
know, if you're in man-to-man, you're going to foul more. Okay, we foul more, then we don't have Vincent Hunter and we don't have Cedric Lang on the floor. So we're going to have to mix to try to keep those guys around. And so, you know, we're working on all phases of the game every day, and no two games are the same. And I think our guys played really spirited. They played really smart through the fouls, and we got everybody to the second half with 2 fouls, but still played them. You know, we still were able to throw Vince out there with 2 fouls and able to throw Cedric Lang out there with 2 fouls to be able to utilize them on the offensive end because of the changing defenses. Normally, coaches sit those guys. So, you know, there's give and take, and we've got to do a little bit of that right now. And it may be that way throughout the end of the season. I don't know when we're going to get Matt back, but he's a terrific player and a big part of what we do on the defensive end. A lot of shots weren't changed back there on the back end tonight that normally are.
Any plans to take anybody off the red shirt anymore?
You know, I just don't know that it's fair to those kids. You know, there's 10 games to go. I just don't know that I can ask them to do that. I just think it's, you know, we got to get through it. We got to fight our way through it somehow or another. And hope Matt joins us back, and we'll see where we are.
Our defense intensity picked up, and just trying to help each other just picked up. And that's what we're starting to get towards with Matt. And we just got to get better on defense without Matt now.
To help you guys that you basically couldn't miss?
Yeah, that always helps. That helps us play even harder on defense, hitting shots. But when we get in them tough games where we're not hitting shots, we got to learn how to stop somebody too.
2 straight shooting games where you guys shot the ball well. Was that a nice turnaround from 2 games before that?
Yeah, it feels good. You know, Coach Floyd, you know, he emphasized that he goes after practice, he extra shots up, and you know, every day after practice, everybody's getting extra shots up. Everybody's working on that shot, and it's reflecting. So it's good.
It seemed like some of those shots were coming, some heat checks that were going down.
Yeah, you know, we have a lot of shooters on this team, and everybody likes to get their share. So you know, and a lot of them win it too. So you gotta keep it playing.
Just for a second, I thought Sed was going to pull up too.
Hey, Sid, believe it or not, Sid can actually shoot a 3 or something like that. So I mean, believe it or not, he probably hit that if he wanted to.